having a chat with Kevin Campion, well known in rugby league circles in Queensland, and Campo now tremendously for the club on the coaching ranks for the rest of this season. How did it come about, and how did it come about first off?
Yeah, look, I go down and watch the team regularly, Caddo, and I got a call from Clarkie to come in and have a chat a couple of weeks ago after the Sunny Coast game, and he just thought that Zimmo, who's a head coach, might need some help down there, and just a bit a different voice around the players, and yeah, look, I put up my hand just to come in and give Zimmo a different voice, and that's all I'm there for, just to support him and support his ethics in the team and what he's working towards. And we're unlucky on the weekend up in Cairns, and yeah, hopefully we'll get away with a win this weekend.
You look at the side this year, and they've played good in patches, but just lacked a bit of consistency. And other things, what influence do you like to have as a player, I suppose, which was very much hard graft areas down and just work hard?
Yeah, and that comes into training. My biggest thing was train hard, play hard, and enjoy the win hard. But these guys, just got to get back to the basics of rugby league. A lot of those guys are contracted to the Titans, and they come back to us. They want to impress, and they're doing everything to impress, but it's not working for us as a team. They're not working for what we need them to do for us as a team. So when they do come back, we have a chat to them. I spoke to Eddie Petterborn, for example. For the weekend, all I want him to do is just keep it simple, know his role in the team, lead from example, take the ball forward for us, give us quick play of the balls, and that's all he had to concentrate on. We were unlucky on the weekend. There was a few times that we were near the line and unfortunately dropped the ball or had it stripped. We were close. We were better than what we were 3 weeks ago against the Sunny Coast. But we knew what we were getting into up in Cairns. They were a grinding side. They don't play a flash style of football like Sunny Coast. And we just had to stick with them, and yeah, the boys fared up pretty well.
How does it feel to be back in rugby league? Your career finished over there in Auckland, and you started some coaching over there. But you had a break in between.
Yeah, look, I went over there and coached after I retired up in North Queensland. In 2005 season, I was assistant coach over at the Warriors, and probably a bit too early for me to go into coaching. For me as a player, I worked extremely hard on my goals. I wasn't a flashy player, but I had to work extremely hard. I never took any shortcuts, and that's just how that sort of worked for me. So going to the Warriors and being on the other side of the fence and watching players and how they try and get away with things with their training or on the field, or it sort of just did my head in. So I only spent the 1 year there, and sort of came back and settled on the coast here.
You say 04 you finished with the Cowboys, first time they made the finals. You've watched a lot of rugby league since. How do you think the game's changed in the period since?
Yeah, look, it's a lot more athletic. It's a true professional game these days. The players are solely focused on rugby league, in the gym, on the field, and playing on the weekends. So there's no working. I came through a couple of areas. I worked and trained, and then then I was semi-professional. Went around the Super League era, and then it became professional. But today's game is a different beast. It's a lot more clinical. It's a lot more predictable. I think I don't think you will ever see another Alfie Langer or Jonathan Thurston style player where it's off the cuff and just beautiful backyard footy, what they see in front of them. I think, and that's a product of the systems that are put in place for the juniors, which is a shame, but that's just how it is.
People forget, I suppose, that you look at your journey in rugby league. You went from Serena and started here on the Gold Coast with the Seagulls back in '92.
Yeah.
So here you are back there again, and obviously you come back to live on the coast, so you're fond of the place, and obviously you feel an attachment with the Seagulls.
Yeah, 100%, mate. We, Jamie Goddard and I lived on Kennedy Drive for the first 6 months of our stint on the Gold Coast here, and we thought Tweed Edge was a massive city compared to what I'm from Serena, he's from Mount Isa. Yeah, so we have got a great affinity with the Gold Coast, whether it be the Giants, Seagulls, Chargers, or the Titans. It's very proud of the club, and I think it's one of the oldest clubs in history. Since 1908, I think the Seagulls have been around. So it's got a great tradition. It's had some wonderful players come through there, and just a shame back in our day that the club wasn't sort of financial and viable enough to keep us all together there. And it could have been something really good.